Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 7th and the subject is maths, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 4, and the name of the chapter is simple equations. Now yesterday only in the previous video we have started the exercise and we have completed question number 1 first part. So today we will discuss question number 1 second part, that is question number 1 part B. In this question you are supposed to, first of all you are supposed to frame the simple equation using the information given in the question. Second part, you are supposed to solve the equation, means you are supposed to find the unknown quantity. So second question is 1/5 of a number minus 4 gives 3. Let the number be n. So according to the question, the information is given there that 1/5 of a number. So 1/5 means 1/5 of a number of n. 1/5 of number and the number is n. So 1/5 of n minus 4 gives 3. Minus 4 gives 3. So 1/5 of means multiply, means n. If nothing is there or dot is there means we have to multiply, then minus 4 is equals to 3. Now we have framed the equation. Now we have to solve this equation to find the value of n. So how to find the value of n? Then we will keep the variable terms on one side and we will transfer the constant terms on the other side. So 1/5 n is equals to 3 plus 4. This will become plus, because we are supposed to interchange the sign whenever the numbers are being transferred or any term has been transferred from one side to another side. Here minus 4 has been transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, so it will become 4. So afterwards 1/5 n is equals to 3 plus 4 7, and then now 5 will be transferred this side. 5 is dividing here, so it will multiply on the right hand side. So 7 into 5, so the number is 35. So like this we are supposed to proceed. We can check our answer. Number is 35. If we find 1/5 of that, means into 1/5 minus 4, so 7 minus 4, that is 3. So we are getting the same answer. This is the verification, means our answer is right. So the required number is 35. So like this we are supposed to proceed the questions. We will take 1 or 2 more parts. I told you whenever you are watching the video you should have your textbooks with you, so that you can also read the questions and you can understand what is given in the question and how we are supposed to use the information given in the question. So at the meantime you can read the third part of question number 1, that is part C. Now the C part is there. If I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it, I get 21. So let the number be n. Then according to question, let the number be n, and here it is given. If I take 3/4 of a number, 3/4 of a number means 3/4 of a number, plus if I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it and add 3, I get 21. So now we have to frame the equation. 3 by 4 of means multiply the number is n, then we have to plus 3 is equals to 21. Now we got the equation. Now we are supposed to solve it out. So we will transfer plus 3 from left hand side to right hand side. It will become minus 3. So 3 upon 4 n is equals to 21 minus 3. 21 minus 3, that is 18. Now n is equals to 4 will go upside and 3 will go downside, into 4 upon 3. Why? Because 3 is multiplying here, so it will divide here, and 4 is dividing here, it will multiply on the right hand side. So 3 6 ja 18. So n is equals to 6 4 ja 24. So our required number is 24. So like this only we are supposed to proceed the questions. First of all, we are supposed to read the questions carefully. Afterwards, we are supposed to try to frame the equation from the given information. Afterwards, we are supposed to solve that equation. So we will take one more part. We can take one more part, that is D, and 3 will be remaining, which you are supposed to try at home in the homework. So we will take the D part now. At the meantime, you can read the D part. When I subtract 11 from twice a number, the result was, when I subtracted 11 from twice a number, the result was 15. So again, let the number be n. Then according to question, when I subtracted 11 from twice the number, means twice the number को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, उससे फिर 11 को हमें सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, मीन्स twice the number means 2 into n minus subtract करना है 11, and what we are getting, that is also given there. After subtracting 11 we are getting only 15. So this is the first part, means we have already framed the equation. Now we are supposed to solve the equation to find the value of n. So to that, what we have to do, we have to transfer the constant term from left hand side to the right hand side, and that is minus 11. So it will become plus 11 when we will transfer this on the right hand side. So 2n is equals to 5 plus 1 6, 1 plus 1 2, and now we will transfer 2. It is multiplying here, so it will divide on the right hand side. So it will become, that is 2. So 1 ja 3 ja, so n will be 13. So required number will be 13. If you multiply 13 by 2, 13 to the 26. If we subtract 11 from that, 26 minus 11, we will get 15 only. So we can verify our answer as well. So using this method, you can solve the questions given as a part in question number 1 as well as question number 2. Question number 2 also solve the following. The information is given. You are supposed to use that information to frame the equation, and afterwards you are supposed to use either of the method. Two methods we have discussed. First one is the elimination method, that is somehow the longer one, but that was easy to understand. And the second method, which is the transposition method, which we are using frequently to solve the equations. So whichever method you are finding easy, that method you can use in the word problems where the method is not mentioned. If the name of the method is mentioned, that you are supposed to use the transposition method only, or you are supposed to use the elimination method only, at that time only you are supposed to use that particular method. Otherwise you can choose the easier one which you are feeling, and you can complete the questions. So these questions you are supposed to segregate into two parts. First part is to frame the equation. First of all, concentrate on framing the equation. Afterwards, you are supposed to, after framing the equation, you are supposed to solve the equation for the unknown quantity, means that is the variable. So I hope that you have understood the method how to solve or how to frame the equations, and you will complete the questions which are there for you as a homework. Means question number 1 you have to complete, question number 2 also you have to try, and you are also supposed to solve the questions which we have solved here. Means which we have how many parts we have done here? 3 parts: B part, C part, and D part. So you are supposed to repeat that again by yourself. Afterwards you can proceed the remaining 3 parts of question number 1. At the same time you can try question number 2. If you are facing any problem or if you are having any doubt, then you can message us or you can even call us. We will try to rectify your doubt so that you can easily solve out the questions which have been provided to you as homework. Thank you very much.